Hello everyone, welcome back to English Prep Official. Today we're going to dive into a super interesting story titled The Giant Tick. There's only one thing to kill lice and ticks, said Uncle Harry, Cooper's yellow arsenic dip. Everybody today is using the new modern dips, I replied. They reckon Cooper's is a bit dated. Uncle Harry waved his pipe. My boy, he announced, I will tell you a story that will prove my argument. Me and Steve-O were sinking a tank at Corpa Creek with the Bullock teams, and Steve-O had a cattle pup that wouldn't get fat, had a poor constitution. So Steve-O buys some stuff called Robusto that guaranteed to fatten an animal and make him grow overnight. He meant to feed it to the pup, but unfortunately the pup died before Steve-O could medicate him. So the packet of Robusto gets forgotten. A few days later, I see the packet lying out a bit from the wagon with a big hole in it. Steve-O noticed it too. Some of the dogs must have eaten me, Robusto mate, he says. 3 days later, we get a couple of bottles of rum out of the mail car and we decide to knock off early on Saturday. We start on the rum and after a few swings, we feel pretty good. Better not to have too much, mate, Steve-O advises. We might start seeing things. But we had a few more and we were on the verge of polishing off the lot when Steve-O's dog Tiger starts to bark. He's looking up at the top of the ridge where we had camped, and suddenly there appears on the skyline the biggest scrub tick you ever saw, and it's making straight for the camp. 6 feet high at the shoulder it stood, and its mandibles were like the grabs on a front-end loader. The fat was shaking on it, and I whooped in. Steve-O grabs his rifle and starts pumping shoots into it. You could hear the bullets thudding home, but they took no effect. Tiger comes in and behind and grabs one of its hind legs, and then all the cattle dogs rushed in and got hold somewhere. It rears up in front of Steve-O, grabs the rifle off him and donks him on the head with it. One kick sends Tiger sailing 20 feet in the air, then with a shake of its body, it sheds the dogs broadcast and comes after me. I hurl the rum bottle and hits it in the left eye and slows it down enough for me to scramble up on the wagon. The only thing that can get me hands on is a packet of Cooper's dip. I throw it at the tick and it busts and the yellow powder showers all over him. That it did. He starts to wobble and shake. Then like a drunken man he staggers a few steps and collapses right on the campfire. The last thing I remember before I passed out from shock was the blue flame flying out of him as his natural gases exploded. When I came round, there was nothing near the campfire, only a big greasy patch around the embers. Steve was still out, and after a while he came round complaining about his head, and I couldn't find a mark on it. The dogs were all quiet too. Tiger was lying asleep under the wagon. You wouldn't have believed there had been a disturbance of any sort, and the 2 rum bottles were lying on the ground empty. Uncle Harry lit up his pipe. Now this story must prove to you, boy, the deadly effects of Cooper's dip on insects, he said solemnly. Rum must have pretty deadly effects too, I remarked, and also Robusto. That's a fact, the old boy agreed. And I often think if some of our bureaucrats were subjected to less rum and Robusto and more Cooper's dip, there wouldn't be so many insects and pests troubling the taxpayers. If you've liked the story, please like and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.